Hey, back again. Like we never left. I missed you even more, so we're doing part two today. And I wanted to speak still on grief and the effects that it has on our physical as well as our mental, and actually a natural response to loss. It can impact us physically and mentally, but it leads to complications if we will allow it. It leads to depression. It leads to anxiety. It disturbs your sleep, and it increases your physical illnesses after a while. They die to touch on that.
So, what do you think makes us hold on to that grief even when we know all that?
We hold on to the grief because we don't want to let go.
Well, what?
The pain of the finality.
Yeah, I guess so. That's it. When there's death. Well, not just that. It's because it's the familiar, that's what your you,
Yeah.
you want to hold on to it. No, but because sometimes letting go mm, give back to you.
Something improved, something even greater than before.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, it's so difficult because we don't know what the future holds. So we're just like, oh, I would prefer to keep that
Yes. Yeah.
one that I know
Yeah.
and to be longing for what I don't even know will happen.
Yeah. If it'll work out, if it will adjust to your mindset,
Yeah.
your mindset. But I don't want grief to overtake me. I heard a lady say that grief is ghetto, and I love that lady because grief is ghetto. Will attack you in ways with your mind where it can control you to a place where you feel like you are like drowning. And I have felt that before, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling.
So I think the loss of, like we said earlier, the loss of person is similar to the loss of, a thing or some, a stage
Yes.
of life, but also the way that we handle the grief can be different, because sometimes you want to hold on to that familiar thing. With a person, you never want the memories to go away.
Yes.
Want to remain evergreen. You
Yes.
get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But sometimes we take it too far.
Mm.
We don't want the memories to go away, but we don't want to continue living our lives.
Yes.
It's important to realize that we all have different roles to play in life.
Yes.
That when somebody we care about goes, it doesn't mean we have to go with them. We have to
Absolutely.
follow our own process.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, watching our parents and wondering how they overcame their own losses
Mm.
to continue being the parents they were to us.
Mm.
We kind of realized that, okay, it doesn't mean you stop living because somebody close to you passes. You still have to, pick up the baton and
Yes.
run your own race.
Yes.
But when it's a process or pain, it may be ideal just to let it go and
Yes.
embrace the
Yes.
new.
Release it
Always say
fully.
yes and embrace the new.
Yes.
There's no need in trying to reinvent what will never come
Come
back.
on.
No, I will never come back. And I think that's when I mentioned, women and especially women in my stage of life that people regretting, okay, I wish I can go back to where I was in my younger days.
Yes.
You cannot go back there.
Yes.
There's even no need. You remember it when you just smile.
Absolutely. And appreciate the time that we had. I was speaking to a colleague of mine who we went to school and we went to hair school together. And we were in cosmetology school together. And she had a love for one of the elder ladies who was training the younger girls. And her memory of the lady, she loved her. She, this lady, because she had a thing for the younger generation and the respect was not there. And I will respect any elder, but I have to receive some type of respect or I can't give it. And I think that is a problem with, I'm only talking about the healthcare community. The elder beauticians or cosmetologists
Yeah.
not appreciating the younger ladies who are newer in the
Profession.
the profession, and there's a disconnect where it should be respect. I respect the younger lady who is bold enough and brave enough to want to come into the field where I'll give you whatever I know, whatever knowledge or whatever understanding that I know, whatever wisdom I have, so you can grow and grow your business as opposed to how I came up when I was in school. I didn't feel that same love. It's a disconnect. And I think that goes on many levels, more than just, I mean, I don't know if I'm getting off track, but it's always a respect when you are transitioning, like I'm not really doing here as much. So I appreciate the younger girls. I mean, I don't really do the lace fronts and the baby hairs and the lashes.
And the lashes.
I'm very happy to be nappy right now. And I'm happy with who I am, but I will give whatever knowledge that I have, whatever skills that I have, to whomever needs it, as opposed to me. It was very difficult for me getting that pull up from certain elder
Yeah.
teachers. So
No.
I
So for me also, there's an aspect of grief that I find very fascinating, when we idolize a particular stage of life
mm,
and we keep going back there and, kind of believing that that is the best stage ever. I
nothing
would
like
give
it. Can't top it.
anything.
You can't
Yes,
top that because that's part of my life.
I would give anything to live like that. Those were the days.
Kind of miss human nature.
Those were the
Why?
days.
Why? Oh, Mike, where are you when we need you? Yeah.
Let's talk about loss of people who are not really close to us,
Mm.
what affect us.
Yes. Michael Jackson, and he's been gone now for
How
my
many
God,
years now?
15,
Oh, wow.
15 years. But I'm still play. I'm bad, like I'm bad.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's a
That's
script.
what we're supposed to do, just
Yeah, to celebrate.
celebrating them. But don't stop our lives to,
Yes,
keep celebrating
yes,
that stage or that person.
yeah, yeah,
Never give up your life
yeah,
for that stage.
yeah.
We many times we cannot control it. We don't even know when we're slipping into that stage, or stop living, stop playing the role we're supposed to play,
Yeah.
or stop being who we're meant to be
Mm.
to other people,
Mhm.
and just cease existing.
Yeah, yeah. I think everything it happens for a reason, and I'm thankful to have had the love and the support of everyone that I have had in my life, and the newness of who I will continue to, who I will
And
be.
evolve.
Yes, yeah, because evolution is, I can't be arrested in my development. I just refuse to listen.
What just taught me, realizing that life evolves and looking forward to what you will grow to be, who you will evolve to be.
Mm,
Okay, because for me, like I've had a life before that surgery a
mm,
year ago.
mm,
And somehow I've evolved a lot
Mm,
from the process,
yes.
from not being able to move around much in
Mm,
1 year
mm,
to also, learning to appreciate what I had before and looking forward to where I'm going
amen. Amen.
by the grace of God and watching every stage but not losing faith,
Yes.
just
Yes.
holding on and believing that I will get somewhere better than where I started. But still finding it very difficult to
Yeah,
stop
just
asking myself, how did you get
yeah.
yourself in
Yes.
order?
Yes.
Are you sure you didn't make a mistake?
Yes.
So it's,
But I'm always reminded of His grace is sufficient
yeah,
in every step of our adversity. So I'm just thankful.
that's something because for somebody like me, I can make decisions, just like that.
Contagiously.
Yeah. Even though I, I get warned about what the implications may be,
Mm,
I so positively believe that it's either I take that chance and experience something better than what I have now,
yeah.
or I give into fear
Mm,
and not have something better.
yes.
Sometimes you think, did I make the right choice?
Yeah. Yeah. Most times. I ask myself that question every day now. Oh God. But there are no mistakes. You just keep going.
There are mistakes.
What are the
And what
mistakes?
are the mistakes? Not saying that there are no mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes we make in life
Mhm.
is believing that there are no mistakes. There are mistakes, but then there are benefits to mistakes.
Yeah.
The benefit to a mistake rather is to learn from it. So if if you're introspective, you introspect,
Mm,
and then you say, okay, the mistake I made yesterday, I'll not make again tomorrow.
mm,
That is growing,
yes.
right? Because hey, if you say there's no mistake, then God wouldn't be upset with David for breaking such. All right. So, but the thing is that again, why I like David as one of my favorite characters is that he made multiple mistakes,
Yeah.
but guess what? He never repeated the same mistakes.
Yeah.
So the key thing is introspection.
Mm,
Ask yourself, okay, did I get this? Did I get this right? If you do an honest assessment and you decide, you know what, yeah, maybe I could have done it differently,
mm,
then what you do? Learn that. It might not be for your immediate benefit next time. It could be for the benefit of yet another person.
mm,
And so here's the benefit of my choice,
yeah.
not that. So
When not to
look
do
at it
it.
exactly. So
Mm,
yeah, there are mistakes, but then
that's
there
it.
are benefits of the mistakes.
Behind. Yeah.
So to
That's good.
interrupt, proceed as you were.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So, um,
But so in everything, where do you think you're headed emotionally and about?
uh, emotionally, I would say I want to push forward because me experiencing when I did go over to lay my uncle to rest, I experienced all of the remainder of the family, the illness of the family, and I'm telling you, we had a time. Hey, cousin Sandra.
I saw some pictures.
Oh my gosh. And I was
My favorite auntie, they want to do
my favorite. She says when I get back from all of my journeys that she wants me to come down to Tampa, and I'm coming, I promise, cousin. Um, that just goes to show that life continues because I had known cousin Sandra. This is my father's first cousin, and her and my father they have the same birthday,
Oh, wow.
and they're the same age, so they're both 80. And when I
She's 80, like she needs that. Right? I want to be like her when I grow up.
said, said it's funny because we had a time like we have our time, and she couldn't believe it. We were in the grocery store for almost an hour, and she put us two together. I don't know why they did that. I said, it was meant. It was meant. And also, she taught me something that my uncle he incorporated in their growing up. That was all for one and one for all.
Oh, wow.
And that statement hit that heartstring. And I'm going to carry that torch until the day I'm out of here.
Mhm.
All for one and one for all. And that means it's very prolific, very,
So it's the legacy that he left.
absolutely, absolutely. So I will continue on and I will help and assist as much as I possibly can because I really love my family. Who's left? Yeah, it was really, really, it was a good time. I mean, it was a sad time, but it was still, we make the best of it.
That's one of the good things about, living together.
Yes,
It makes you realize that you're not alone.
yes,
It's what I love about our African, you know, traditional our culture.
yes.
When you lose someone, the first thing you do is you go back home
Mhm.
and you grieve together.
Yes,
Even before you start preparing for a funeral.
yeah,
I think it makes you realize that you need each other. Cherish
unity.
each other. You
Thank
don't know
you.
when another one will drop.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
amen, amen. And we just have to love who we have, still keep going, love yourself, never get so embodied and engrossed in the grief where you can't continue on.
Yeah.
And that is something that I pray for on a daily for everyone.
We take life too serious.
Yes, it's very fickle.
We take life
Yes, it's all
we
vanity.
take,
It's all vanity.
we take everything that happens personal, like God is trying to punish you.
Mm,
God is being unkind to me.
mm.
But that's all part of it.
That's all part of it. It's always a master plan. And I really feel that love is the master plan. And when you have that love, then you can't, there's no stopping. There's no stopping. There's no stopping. And stop till you get enough. Michael Jackson enough. No one.
Oh, it's Michael Jackson fans.
Miss Michael, you done that for him. No, they ain't get it. Oh,
There you go.
well, yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to him.
She already did.
Okay.
Yes. Happy
She did
birthday.
earlier today.
Yes. Happy birthday.